Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we're going to have a look at, no, not Ascended Bastet. We already know how good she really is. We are going to have a look at her seasonal synergy. So this seasonal synergy, the Ascensionist, I believe personally, is going to be the best seasonal synergy despite, I don't actually. Sorry. The Ascensionist is actually the worst of all of them, despite the number of excellent quality units within the actual Ascensionist synergy. So as you can see, every single unit within this particular synergy is a DD hero. And not only that, they are some of the strongest DD heroes. We have units like Arthur, we have Eudora, we have Elisha, Narissa, Dahlia. We have Chang in here, as well as Aphrodite. The list goes on. The majority of units in here are all very, very strong. But I do believe that it is the weakest of all of these seasonal synergies because it does not contribute altogether too much. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and test that theory today. So I'm going to jump into some PvE, and then we're going to jump into some PvP as well. Now, if you haven't already subscribed, I would suggest please do subscribe. Looking to build up the subscriber base as much as possible. And if you haven't already, I will be producing OMNIHEROES content just about every day, or every day that I can anyway. So let me go ahead and pause. I'm going to build a couple of examples of Arcanist teams, and then we'll jump straight in. When I say Arcanist, what I meant was Ascensionist. So let me just go ahead and quick deploy some of these. It doesn't really matter altogether too much because we're going to finish them off relatively quickly. So first things first, in PvE, do I think it's very strong? I think it can be. If your team does not have any natural healing in it, so say for example the Mystifiers. The Mystifiers do have a natural source of healing. It comes from the Mystifiers passive. So we see here at the start of battle applies 7 stacks, blah blah blah. The allied team restores 35% of max HP every round. This paired alongside the Ascensionist is what I meant to say. The Ascensionist synergy. So as you can see, you've got 5 Ascensionists here, all Mystifiers. Allied heroes recover 30% HP at the end of every round. So effectively, every single round we are going to be recovering 65% HP. It is not a passive or a flat number, which I think is much worse than a percentage-based, because percentage-based can be it can be much, much higher. It has the potential to be much, much higher so long as your units are much stronger than a flat boost. And it can also provide very much needed healing on teams that are not able to naturally heal. So say, for example, if I take Chang out of this, and I put Karnak in, this team would then have a natural healer in there. So Karnak, every time a unit gets a crit, will heal the team based on his own attack. Whereas in this particular build, in this particular team, there is no natural healing. So it can be very good for trying to outlast opponents, especially with an ethereal synergy going on. So the ethereal synergy, known for taking a lot of damage, but not known for healing it all the way back up without Karnak in. Well, now that we do have the Ascensionists here, so as you can see, allies recover 30% HP at the end of every single round. It does give that viability to teams that normally wouldn't be able to outlast certain other team builds. So we're going to look at this team now. So this is, again, all Mystifiers. It does include the new unit, Bastet, but you can take her out for a Fate unit if you do so choose. I found this team to be lacking in PvP. Specifically, the reason that I found it to be lacking in PvP is because it does not have Tsukiyomi in it. Tsukiyomi really is the key to this team. She does stop a lot of damage and does steal a lot as well. So as you can see, we are doing little bits of damage here and there, especially the cat doing a lot of damage, but something to keep in mind. But we get to the end of this round, there we go, we get all of that healing back, and then at the start of the round we will get a full heal. This does play into the Grace of Hunters skill. So the Grace of Hunters will allow us to heal that natural, well, whenever we receive healing, we then convert 100% of that into attack and defense, up to a max of 250, and we want to get to there as quickly as possible. These teams do that, especially Mystifiers, but we're going to have a look at this team. Again, it's got no natural source of healing in here. We are increasing attack and HP every time we do get a crit, but that does not equate to healing. So we're doing a lot of damage here, absolutely fine. And then a little bit of extra damage on top of that as well, with thanks to the splash axe, I suspect. But Eudora to do the most, so it does seem like a very viable strategy in PvP, especially in longer fights. So when we get into extreme difficulty and apex difficulty, that's where it may potentially kick in even more. The additional healing at the end of the round will help boost our units up to as high as they can go, maxing those stats out as well. So I'm going to jump into some PvP and just see whether or not it's a viable strategy in PvP. Okay, so we are back in some PvP, going up against some very strong opposition. The teams that I've built are all, well, I say all, as much as I possibly can. I've done as many Ascensionist levels as possible. As you can see, Team 1, we've got 5 full Ascensionists. We do have Eudora, Wuzatan, Chang, Elisha, and Amaterasu on the team, with a nice amount of relics as well. Next team we've already seen as well in the PvE. It is all Mystifiers, and I just want to check out whether or not this team is viable without Tsukiyomi on it. The next team we've got, again, it is all, technically it is all Ascensionists, but we have gone with, instead we've gone for 2 Avengers included in this build. We've also got Arthur and Dahlia on the front row to switch, and then we have Ophelia on the back row to pump up our HP and attack even more. The next team, again, we have gone for the full 5 Ascensionists, but this team is super weird and I don't expect it to win, if I'm honest. Ra has been reasonably disappointing, but we do have Nerissa on the team, which will hopefully carry us effectively. Nerissa and Leandra, a great pairing. And finally, I've just gone for what I think personally to be the best PvP synergy this season. It is the Arcanists. When allied hero takes fatal damage, they have a 100% chance to survive with 20% HP. So, without further ado, let's jump in and let's see whether or not these Ascensionists can take us the distance. So it does look like we've got 5 matches incoming, so we will get to see all of these teams in action. Hopefully it won't take too long, but we'll see. So we do get taunted right from the start. It is what it is. Not looking to do any super attacks, ultimate attacks right from the start. And it does kind of nerf Chang a little bit. And we have been stunned as well within this first round. So as you can see, lots of damage coming through from our opposition. Chang hopefully to steal a relatively important unit. Behemoth can be very relevant, especially if we do get if she does go down. Unfortunately, the way that the steal mechanic works, or it seems to anyway, the way that the steal mechanic works is if we have taunted our team here, or if our team are taunted, they will still attack the same spot. So it is what it is. But we'll see. Again, we've been stunned with thanks to enemy Behemoth. It's always going to be a tough matchup, this one. Against Behemoth specifically, because if she does die, which she does reasonably frequently, if she does die, then our entire team gets stunned for 2 rounds, and there's basically nothing that we can do about it. So we'll see. Christine to do a fair chunk of damage here to our Ethereals. But we do get our HP increases. We do stun as well, so we'll take that. We do heal at the end of the round as well, which has brought us back to full health. We are getting stunned once again. Hopefully Eudora doesn't get stunned this time, but we'll see. Would be nice. We do steal with Chang as well. And then hopefully we can take out this elephant here. So yeah, we do take the elephant out, and we have been taunted, unfortunately, again. It is what it is, but we do get Eudora's ultimate attack off here, so hopefully increase our max HP and max attack, and we have frozen a couple of units as well. Something that I've noticed over the course of the past couple of seasons is I think it's a sort of a shadow nerf to the freeze mechanic. When the freeze mechanic first released, we just froze every single time, but now it's just more along the lines of we don't. I don't know. I don't know. But the team seems to be working out very effectively, even without Wu Zetian on the team. We do have another stealer in the form of Chang as well. So she is, thankfully, she has stolen Cleo, which will hopefully give us a bit of protection moving into this next round. But we see at the end of the round here, or we will see at the end of the round here, we'll see additional heals. So we do get the heals there. Fortunately, we've already done everything that we need to, or specifically, we've already done all of our building up with thanks to the grace of hunters, and maybe Eudora can work some magic here. Maybe not. Oh no, she looks like she's doing okay. We do take out enemy Christine as well, even though enemy Christine is going to come back because of the Arcanist synergy. This is why I think the Arcanist synergy is the best for PvP, because it does allow for teams which normally should not be able to do stuff like this, should not be able to return quite consistently, especially Behemoth. That is a real pain. But it does allow for her to come back and re-proc the Mammoth coming in, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest. So we do get Eudora to do what she needs to here. Fortunately, we take out enemy Astrid, who was, I suspect, planning a massive attack. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, I just think it does the least out of all of the synergies. This Ascensionist, I do believe, again, it does the least. So it is what it is. We finally get Wu to proc, and we get some shielding back thanks to Amaterasu. And then there we go. So Eudora potentially allows us to win. No, we just get through this round of stun. I think we've seen what we need to. It looks like the enemy took almost all of us out, but we did win the first match. So let's see about this next team. Again, we're going up against 5 Ascensionists. For me, that's the best mechanic in this season for the seasonal synergies, but we'll see. As you can see, we've already healed up to the max, and we're currently at the max level for our Grace of Hunters. Potentially, what we can do is apply all of this corrode. We are looking to effectively return as many of these enemies as we possibly can, or take them out before the enemy gets a chance to proc. But unfortunately, they have now procced Magatama, so I think that this is a loss. I've been wrong before, but this team, it's just very, very strong with the inclusion of Magatama on there. There's just no other relic like it. But we do get burned by the enemy with thanks to the Karmic Fire. But guess what? We do also heal back up at the end of every round, and because it's a Mystify team, we also heal at the start of the round as well, taking enemies out like a hot knife through butter. But again, it is the Magatama that is probably going to seal our fate here. But again, we'll see. I think it's still a very viable team. Mavis here to do the business and take us out, take us all out, because unfortunately, that's just who she is as a person. Yeah, nothing that we can do here. Mavis just so strong, plus Magatama, got no chance. Honestly, the indirect damage is the strongest mechanic this season. I think it will remain the strongest mechanic as long as Mavis can keep coming back over and over and over again. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the additional healing at the end of every round, it's just not, it doesn't compare to, it just doesn't compare to the Arcanist feature, should we say. So Talos does survive here, does take out enemy Wing Chun, but again, Magatama takes us out. It is what it is. What can you do? What can you do? Janet here to deal the final blow to us. We do get him back one more time, but it's just there's really no chance of victory here going up against such strong opposition. We do get invincibility though, which is quite nice. Maybe you can go the distance. I don't know. No, the banish mechanic got us. So it is what it is. Now we move on to the next team. Again, this is all sovereigns, not sovereigns. It is all Ascensionists, so we are going to heal. And this team does lack healing. So as you can see, no natural healing on this team either. But we do get it at the start of the round. And I believe I've also got the artifact that allows for healing at the beginning of the round as well, just for that additional protection or the additional survivability, shall we say. So now enemies get all of their holy shields up. We should be able to burst through as soon as one of our units does go down. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so Arthur taking loads of damage here. It's more than he should, really. I don't know. I don't know. But we're technically here. We're not dealing reflect damage, so we don't get Arthur's passive up. It is what it is. But we do get this this heal at the end of the round, which hopefully should allow us to persevere. So enemies, we are doing a little bit of reflect damage to them, but not altogether too much. We are looking for really as much healing as we can possibly get. Oh, just notice we're going up against a Nerissa as well, which may be potentially a problem, especially for Dooms, and especially because we don't have Doris on here. But maybe if we get the stun, I don't know, we'll see. Dahlia to switch with Arthur. We do take off some holy shields, but not altogether too much. Again, it's a very uphill battle at this point. Yeah, Arthur goes straight down. Again, if we had Arcanists on the team, things might be a little bit different. But as it stands at the moment, it is what it is, you know. We do get Aphrodite to proc again. It is quite good that she does have this this passive ability to heal. Very, very strong sometimes, but not all the time. And there we go. So she does take out this back row. But I suspect they will be coming back sometime soon. Or very soon. Because the Phantom Synergy. Yep, and there's Elma, and there's the rest of the team. But there's Magatama kicking in for us as well. So don't say it wasn't great. Yeah, you do really need Magatama to pair alongside with units that consistently come back. Sorry, hold on. But we'll see. Elma to do a chunk? No. No, we did get taunted, but now we remove these debuffs with thanks to Aphrodite. And now this is where the this is where the Dooms mechanic will kick in. The reflect damage should hopefully kick in. It is a shame that we lost Arthur. He does a lot of damage, but again, it is what it is. And finally, we get Fenrir to do some work, but not really altogether too much. Going to be a close one, I think. But we do get the stun here, which is quite important, I suspect. They come back over and over and over again. So let's go ahead and skip that one. And then finally, this is the last team that I've got all Ascensionists for. I don't think that this team is going to hold up, but it does have Hecate in it. Now, Hecate relies on healing, like a lot of healing. She is really, really strong if you can get that healing up. Again, the problem is that we're going up against mainly all Dooms with Aphrodite in here. So Aphrodite's just going to steal all of our stuff all the time, including Hecate as well. So we'll see. We might get a couple of hits in here, but it's not going to be altogether too much. Yeah, so I think, again, my conclusion right at the start was... So yeah, my conclusion right at the start was that it's not the best for PvP. In my opinion, this is probably the worst for PvP. But we'll see. We'll see. I think we've seen enough to know that it's not super viable. But Ra is putting in some work. I mean, Ra does heal 50% and gain 2 stacks of Holy Shield every single round. Plus, as well, we do also... we do also heal at the end of the round. So we heal at the end of the round for Ra, and we heal at the beginning, but looks like Dooms is just too much for us. Elmer here, maybe can save us. Well, maybe now Doris is gone, but seems very unlikely at any rate. And he has been stolen as well, because of course. So yeah, I think that is 100% a loss. And then that's it. So what I'll do is just going to go ahead and skip. Looks like Mulan to do the most here. And then, yeah, what are my final thoughts on the Ascensionists? I do think they are the worst, both PvE and PvP. Potentially, they've got some use cases at the end of extreme difficulty, going into apex difficulty, where you need as much healing as possible to see through. But it just seems like they're just not. The synergy is not good enough, in my opinion. It doesn't do enough. Just that healing at the end of every round, it's not. It doesn't really do very much anyway, as we've demonstrated. So, yeah, thank you very much. I do hope you have a great day and good luck in whatever it is you are doing.